Okay, hi guys, welcome back. It's nice to see you all again. Well, actually, we're not seeing you, but like whatever. Like you get the point, you get the gist. But anyways,
from the title, you guys already were talking about.
It's gonna be deep.
But someone, thank you very much. Shout out to you. You know who you are. Give us an idea.
Say their name now. Let them blow. Yeah, the kind of you're obstructing their blow.
Sorry.
But I have a video for you for this. Let them blow in peace.
Let me blow directly. Don't go through the corners. Allow me blow in peace. Allow me. You're just tampering with my blow. I don't get joy, I beg.
Toyi, thank you very much, Toyi.
If she has an Instagram, we'll put it.
Yeah, I will actually.
You will?
Know. Well, she will. My assistant to put it. You want to hear that, right? See your life.
Wow.
See your life.
I should have just kept quiet. But it's okay. We move.
Shout out to you, Toyi. Jokes,
Shout out
just
to you.
jokes.
I don't know who you are personally, but
You know her. You've spoken to her on the phone like 2-3 times.
I just felt my own hand. It's very nice to be talking to you again.
But yeah, so Toyin basically gave us an idea, and you know,
on what we should talk about.
And I tried to not make this video be as deep as it could be. We're just doing surface level something because I realized that my mom and Popsy they watch our videos, so and that's they come correct.
But
it's not a bad something, you know. It's not. Anyway, we are ranting too much. So basically, it's just how to practically avoid sexual sins.
You said topic, you continue.
Dramatic pause.
Okay. You
Drum
said pause, not drum roll.
Drum roll for
That
the
was
answer.
a terrible drum roll too.
But basically, in my own opinion, I think the smartest thing to do would just to stay away from men. Or boys in general, but like we know that's not possible. This goes back to a teaching that the pastor that preached in my church, yeah, he said the best way to abstain from premarital sex is to own a pair of Adidas, and that's just so you can run.
Wow.
So I'm going to use that as an opener. I think, honestly speaking, it's just for you to run. Whenever you see temptation, just run away. If for whatever reason you have a man, you have a boyfriend or whatever, I would just say first things first. I think we've talked about this before, but like first things first, don't be doing things that you know can set you off. Like I don't know how to say it. Like if you are going in a movie, so movies, don't go to the movies too late, I guess. Also, don't go and be watching romantic movies where they're like doing like, oh Romeo, oh my love, mwah, mwah. Don't go and watch movies like that because then you just push you in the mood.
Toby, let me talk. You're saying too many things that it's like I feel like you're giving them ideas. Like, she's just dropping it here.
Okay, practically, let's be sincere. Don't go out too late with the person. Then watch what you. I think apart from just even with the other person, I think it's also what you feed yourself. I noticed that me personally, when I read certain things or watch certain things, I just like my mind runs wild. And so if you are in that kind of situation. Why are you dancing?
Wild thoughts.
Oh, if you're in that kind of situation, like obviously you're just setting yourself up for failure, because then if you not actually have a man that is willing and ready to fulfill all your wildest desires, then it's worse, right?
Wow.
What is going to edit this video so you
I have a lot to.
But yeah, filter. That's what I'm going to start from, and then I'll have Sandra talk.
Okay.
Are you thinking about it?
I'm not thinking about it. It's funny. It says practical ways, right? And to be honest, there's so many things you can do. And yeah, now that you're saying it, like I think we touched on it in one of our past videos. I'll try and find it. I'll link it somewhere. But it's just don't put yourself in compromising situations. I think first and foremost is that we're going to be lying to ourselves if we don't know. If we say we don't know what's wrong.
With what?
like what is wrong and what is right.
Oh, okay.
Like especially in situations like that, again, you know you have somebody, right? You know your hormones are moving certain ways. You know how your emotions are. You know yourself as a person, and if you don't know yourself, maybe work on yourself first before you get to your relationship. But
that's a mouthful. Okay. Okay.
But like, yeah, you know yourself and you know how you can be. So if you feel like, oh, you're the kind of person that, again, which I said, when you watch a movie and everything, and the movie is based on romance, and it's going to get you feeling the kind of feelings you should not be feeling, that will lead you to fornicating, in the sense, jackpot. Just don't do it. Don't do it. Like, you know, Netflix and chill. You know, it's not, like, I'm not saying you can't do all of these things, but then if you know you have self-control, but then another thing is you can know yourself, but do you know your partner? And
or you should know your partner.
Should, but we don't know the stage at with the relationship is at. But it's like, do you know the other person as well? That, okay, if you have self-control, do they have self-control as well? And like, between two of you, somebody should put it, as in, you guys should at least be on the same page, so that even if one is falling, the other can put you back in check. Like, or maybe you feel like today the devil is just feeling like, you know, this is time to use you. Your partner can tell you like, okay, maybe it's time for us to go. Maybe we should not do this. You get what I mean? So it's just that. I think that's the major part. Once you can, what's the word?
You know your
establish
boundaries.
that, exactly. Once you can establish that, I think with every other thing, like spiritually speaking, just don't see. I don't think you should see each other as much. I think a lot of things. I don't think you should see each other as much. And then let me finish my statement at night.
Okay.
Like at night. Like again, like somebody once told me that unimaginable things happen after 3 a.m. specifically.
After 3 a.m.
I don't know why
I wake at that time. That's the problem.
And like, because even I don't. Is this in the Bible? Like, an idle mind is
devil's workshop. I feel like it might not be in the Bible.
I'm not sure if
you
it's
just
in the
think it is.
Yeah, like, but it's a saying that I hear all the time. I don't think I've ever seen it in the Bible, but I will check. If it is, I'll put where it is on the screen. But like, yeah, but it really is really true though. Like, your mind can be. And again, what you feed your mind, you know, maybe you watch one movie some weeks back.
Yeah.
People like her that read a lot of books. I don't.
Okay.
I can't relate there. I thought that was a raccoon.
No. But like, no, like, I don't read. When you say a lot of books, you're making it sound as I just read strictly nonsense. But
I'm just saying I read a lot of, like, you know, I'm not even talking even romance. I'm just saying generally, like, it's like even when you watch a lot of action movies, it kind of affects you in a way. Or like for me, horror movies. It's just, I think that's where, like, because when you have dreams, it's based on your.
Sometimes
like
it could be based on your
right?
Yeah.
So it's like all of that plays, right? So and then the same with. I didn't have somebody that didn't used to like, even as an adult, he didn't used to like watching movies where like they're kissing. Because for him, that was his remedy. Like, just don't see it happen, so that way your mind's not feeding off of that.
Yeah, so basically we are establishing that one thing is set boundaries, know yourself. Right, those are practical ways. But know your partner. But I'm never going to lie to you. I just feel like if you have not gotten to a stage in your spirituality or even your faith and all that you cannot easily, because I just feel like some people are just, obviously I'm not saying there's even pastors that have been pastors for like 100 years don't fall into temptations, but I just feel like they've gotten to a level where there's temptations that are big temptations. It's just like whatever. So someone like me now, like I would be like, I cannot stress myself. So because of that, I'm not even going to be in a relationship or a situationship where that will happen. So with that being said, what I'm trying to say is, if you can run away from the man, I will say run away from the man. Because I'm not gonna lie to you, in this day and age, I think sex and sexuality is one of the enemy's easiest way of catching people.
It has been normalized.
It's just so normalized right now that even sometimes I catch myself thinking, I'm like, it's not that big of a deal, but then I'm just like, ooh, like, you know, get the behind me, because it really is that big of a deal.
It is that big
and
of a
so
deal. It's spiritual.
Exactly.
A lot of people don't know that.
Yeah, exactly. And so
it's very spiritual.
If you have not gotten to the level where you can say that, I'll advise you not to even try to be in a relationship or try to get to know someone yet, because some people have certain expectations, and when they feel like they're in that relationship, it's something that comes along with it. So yeah,
and I feel like there's this thing people used to feel like what's the example I can use? Like lust, for instance. Like lust could be something someone's struggling with, right? Let's say as an addiction, and then people just feel like, oh, maybe by the time I'm married, it will solve the situation. No, you're just prone to committing adultery. Even
you could be
prone to like committing adultery. So you have to fix that first. You have to, that self-control, honestly, I think is just the cap of everything. Like with you, yourself, and you first. No, they say remove the pin in your own eye before you remove another person. So you first, and then like honestly pray for that the partner that you even like get or you have or whatever like comes with that, is coming to help you, not to even drag you down more. Yeah. In the sense. So
I don't want to be that person that says this, because I get annoyed when people say that, but if you know you cannot control yourself, I think you should seek help. Like if you feel like it's getting to a point, I think you seek help. If you don't trust your pastor, I would not say go to a church where you can't even trust your pastor. But if you can find someone that you can talk to, that you like, because you don't know what they're struggling with either, but like if you can find someone that you can talk to and you can trust, I would say talk to them to teach you other ways, because you know,
I'm not saying it's not hard, like that's really not, it's not a conversation that is easy to have. Like I don't know, I'll just come and be like, so I'm struggling with sex. I'm sorry, I don't mean to laugh.
No, and also the thing is that I think, you know, because of how normalized
it is,
just because of how normalized like sex has become, whenever everyone says like sex, we all think, you know, like the whole act of penetration, but like not that. It's a whole bunch of it. I'm not going to exactly. So the little ones, as little as holding hands, I know it's not that big of a deal. Exactly,
because one thing always
exactly lead to the other. That's one thing.
It's just like, oh sure, we're just making out, no big deal. Like you don't know when the making out would be a longer session. To word it, like honestly, like I don't have filter.
I'm trying so hard not to say something.
Like the thing is, I honestly don't have filter. Like no matter, like I talk about this thing like with some people, and it's a big deal. Like don't tell me like, oh, it's just a peck. Like honestly, she said holding hands. Like for me now, holding hands is not a big deal.
For me, it's a big deal because if I really genuinely like someone and like
you're comfortable
attracted to the person, I try not to. Oh, because like I said, I know myself. You know,
again, but I can hold anybody's hand. I guess for me, it's just nothing, right? But the moment you start, even like hugging, like those are things that for me, okay, it really doesn't do anything for me.
For me, it does. Why are you hugging me for so long? Why? I'm just
maybe
saying.
for so. Actually,
but I feel like everything matters with the person that you are with, right?
Well, true.
Because I don't care if one random person just comes and hugs me, like, okay, what's your own business? Like, but with somebody that you know I'm comfortable with, have feelings for, is like that's when you start knowing that things are happening. Crazy things are happening.
Oh yeah, but like going back to it, like practical ways, I can't really think of any other practical way, honestly. Like yes, don't go out late at night and
do more activities that involve outdoor activities.
Try to be around people a lot. Don't try to always be in a confined space alone, like you know, in the house and Netflix and chill.
That's the devil's.
that Netflix and chill, man. Like except you're doing it with your blankets, but no, it's just a no. Like really, even if it's during the day. like I don't know. It's a no-go area. Like yeah, or like going to visit your partner if there's nobody else in the house,
or even living with your partner.
I did. You know what's funny is that I did not want to say that.
No, see,
because I feel like some people get so offended because now it's normal.
It's normal.
Like,
I understand financial reasons and all of that, but I'm not going to lie to you. I would advise exactly. I would advise strictly for people to not be living with a partner. I know people say, "Oh well, we want to know financial apart from financial. We want to know how how this person is living with them, because it's a different thing." I'm not going to lie to you.
But also you have the entire of your life to figure out. Because
why are you trying to live
people don't understand. If you're going into marriage with somebody, you should be willing to accept changes, because you yourself, you are changing. So you cannot say, even if you go live with the person now and then before you get married, there's no guarantee that person is not going to change. Like,
of course.
So like marrying that person is willing to accept the changes that come with them. And then you guys sitting down and coming to a consensus on how you're going to deal with it. Like, yeah, people complain about, oh, I get the ick when, oh, he presses the toothpaste from the middle, down the bottom. I get it too. Like, I'm like, nah.
Press it.
What?
You said press it.
like honestly, I'm not going to lie. That's actually one thing that actually gets to me today. And it's just like, see, people have just, there are solutions to these things, right? Like when you get in a marriage, you have to sit down, which you should be able to talk to your partner to the point that you guys can come to a consensus on how maybe living is. Like, oh, maybe he's a messy person, for instance. You have to come to ways how you be like, okay, these are ways I can help you to help me. Is a negotiation something? Like honestly, the reason as to why people live together before marriage, it does not make sense if you think about it. It really does not, because there's just, again, even financially, I don't think it's a big, because you were living somewhere, whether with your parents or whatnot. You feel like, oh, you just wanted to move out or whatnot. If you know you don't have the financial thing to live alone, then just stay in your parents' house until you can go after the marriage. Like, I don't know how people make it so much of a big deal. And as long as some people are trying to get financial independence and all that, you can have financial independence living with your parents, just so you know.
And if for whatever reason, because I sometimes we'll say it, and if for whatever reason you're living with your partner, I'm not going to lie to you. You have more work to do, but
my guy, you are holding on to the breath of
like you have more work to do. I would say it's not.
You're sleeping, eating, breathing, seeing
in the same house. Make sure you guys have different rooms.
Even at that.
No, I'm just at least
in the kind of houses they build in this Canada, that rooms don't have door
exactly locks.
It's just badging. You're badging on what's going to happen. No. Now I'm starting to get paid. I don't understand why.
So is this somebody that you know that you have had this conversation with before?
Yes.
Okay, that's why.
This is to you, and you know yourself. You know.
They're shots. But like, I don't advise living with your partner. And I think that's a practical way to abstain from, to stay away from sexual sins. Don't live with your partner. You said it. Don't go out on late dates. Make sure you do dates. They have dates
that are
outside.
Accountability partner.
See, and this is the part where I kind of, if you know me personally, you know I'm very, very secretive. So I just find it weird. Okay, but what am I going to say?
Everything.
Okay, not partner. Like and the accountability. What am I going to be saying? Like, oh, like make sure you call me at this time. Okay, why are you calling me at this time? I'm going to have to tell you a reason. Like, for example, now we do it together. Like when I tell you, oh, make sure like I'll have your phone. I'm going out with this person. You know all of those details, right? So it's the same thing. I'm not going to be telling you, oh, make sure. Are you going to be asking me, oh, have you guys done it? Like, why did you do it? It's so weird.
I agree. Like, at the end of the day, every solution is hard. But, like, if it works for you, right? For you, it doesn't work. Like, I feel like for me, it's something that will work. If I feel like I'm getting to that point, I can call a friend and just be like, if you haven't heard from me, I'm out with this person. And if you haven't heard from me within this time frame, call me. It's just, you don't need to know why you're calling me.
True.
I would just tell you to call me, and for me it's like seeing that call is one telling me that I've been here too long or I'm out too late, and body functions are functioning. That's for me. So I feel like that's ways I would do such things. And like me, again, I don't mind staying out late, but really if the other person, if I feel like you're moving,
you don't know boundaries. Yep,
you don't know boundaries and everything. I know how to take my bag and leave, and a lot of people consider it rude. I've done it too many times. I've said, that's your business. When you see me tomorrow morning, we'll continue from where we stopped. Life cannot be that difficult. So again, if you are watching this, I apologize. But what needed to be done.
It's the same person again.
It's not the same person. Relax. But yeah, like practically, yes. And then I know a lot of people that are close to their parents, I guess.
Yeah, someone like me.
Yeah, like
tell
some
your
people
mom and dad.
Really like.
Oh, your mom. Or your dad. Whoever one is not crazy more.
Yeah, because like I think I find that it helps, because
it really does.
The fact that I don't know, that subconscious fact that your parents know you're with this person, you might not want to, because imagine they ask you next day, so how did you spend this?
Exactly. Do you know how many times that happened to me? And I was like, I'm like, mommy. Nah, it was okay. Good. It was good. It was I. You know, it was I.
It was I. So like for someone that's really close and everything, maybe like your mother knows when.
Exactly.
So like there are people like that. So maybe that could be one of the practical ways. All that we could think of.
That's pretty much it for me. I cannot think of any other.
Like if you guys know anyway,
please drop it down.
Put down while learning at the end of the day, because these are situations that actually happen.
Yeah. So if you know any other practical ways to abstain or stay away from
that you're doing, that you have done, that somebody has told you,
please let us know below. Because
let us know. Let share with everybody. Share with the family. I don't know what's wrong with me now.
I don't know either.
Anyway, but we have come to the end of this video. Ooh.
Guys, if there's things that you want to see from us, like going forward, because like I said,
feel free.
In the first video from back, being a content creator is not easy. Ideas,
help us to give us ideas.
Exactly. Please let us know.
And again, thank you to the person that brought about this one, Toyin. We'll be tagging her below. Please do follow her. Support the ministry here and there. God bless you, and we'll see you in the next video.
What is going on, man?